and away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you. So, to start out, I have a few notes that I had jotted down last night, literally like right before I went to bed. Okay, and the main theme of it is authenticity. Okay, somebody was betrayed by family, friends, loved ones, and it has been proven through time and through the divine test that you have passed. You have ascended to a level, and your heart is pure. So you have cleared out a lot of karmic debt that you could have racked up in your past life. Okay, these individuals are all going through intense karma for how they treated you. Okay, you weren't treated fairly. Their karma is watching you shine. Their karma is watching you rise. Okay, you are blessed and you are divinely protected. Okay, so make sure that you are praying to the Most High and letting the Most High know that you are gratuitous for bringing you through, with these battles that you were going through. Okay. I'm not making that up. Your prayer, like, is definitely heard by the Most High. Okay. There were times when, with this Knight of Swords, there were times when, like, you were kind of ignoring the truth. You were kind of ignoring, what the real was about individuals, and it was probably due to you like caring about them, or you could have had times where like you cared a lot about what individuals were thinking and things of that nature, but now you're really walking on your divine path. You're definitely moving in the right direction. Okay, so I am gonna pull some chakra cards. I'm just getting my cards out so you could definitely skip a little bit while I get myself together. All right, so we got a sacral chakra affirmation. I have complete peace from within. So you have definitely gained a lot of peace, and a lot of this peace has been gained due to you, doing the work. You did the work going through this healing journey. It's definitely not easy, and you are definitely moving like a pro, okay? And you definitely are being prepared to receive like a lot of divine blessings for remaining like steadfast like on this journey that you're on. Okay, a messages from the angels, Holy Spirit. Yeah, my destiny will reveal itself in time. I will not compare myself to others. You're finally not worrying about what others are thinking. You're finally moving the way that you want to move, not holding yourself back due to what another may think. Okay, believe there is good in the world. All right, laugh as often as you can, grow positive thoughts. I can make a difference. You're realizing that you are making a difference, that you can make a difference. All these outdated mindsets that could have had you feeling like you weren't on the right path. Those mindsets. How you doing? Those mindsets as to where you kind of were really hard on yourself, putting yourself down, especially when it came to having shortcomings. You're definitely learning how to move forward from it. Okay, you're rising above any problems that could have came your way. You're focused on your healing. You're focused on your recovery. And when it comes to this divine judgment that has been casted, you're definitely moving in the right direction. You have a lot of good karma coming your way, and it's mainly because you have kept your faith, even through the hard times. Okay. Somebody wanted you to be in a period of having anxiety. They wanted you to be in despair. Some of you had a toxic family connection that could have had you a little bit overwhelmed. You had individuals that really wanted you to feel isolated. And now you're definitely focusing on your forward momentum and seeing how great and beautiful you are. Okay. That is a really great space for you to be in. All right. So right now I'm shuffling up and then I'm going to get into some collective energy. All right. Holy Spirit, any messages for the collective? Ooh, first card out, we got Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely have a lot of new opportunities coming your way. All right. You have a lot of resources coming your way, and it's going to come in the form of abundance. Okay. So somebody definitely, you're working towards something, you're walking away from a lot, and somebody also could be walking away from things that don't serve them. It could be a job, and it's like, oh, the money's good, but it's not really a good environment. You're moving in your morals and values, and you're moving closer and closer to the things that are meant for you. Okay, so this hard time is definitely coming to an end. Okay, we got the Empress, Justice, and the Hermit card. Okay, so I could be talking to a Virgo, I could be talking to a Libra, and I could be talking to a Taurus. Okay, this period of solitude that you're in is definitely ushering in this divine justice for you because you have been wrong. There are individuals that have wronged you and you did not, remain bitter about it. Okay. I could be talking to a divine feminine. I also could be talking to a masculine energy that is stepping into this divine masculine type of energy. Okay. Because you're doing a lot of self reflection, and you have kept an upright attitude even when things didn't seem like they were working out in your favor. And as you're looking back now, you're realizing, oh, that's why I did that. That's why I had to walk away from that. You're realizing that you are divinely guided and the Most High is guiding you, through this journey in your life, okay? Because you're walking straight into your dreams, okay? You will also have a rapid change when it comes to something that you're waiting for, okay? It's something that you really, really want, and whatever it is that you really, really want is coming, okay? So you got to believe that it's coming to you and it's going to come in even faster, okay? Putting yourself into the energy of receiving is as simple as praying and letting the Most High know that you are grateful for the things that you already have. Okay. That makes space for the things that are to come. Okay. And you are also releasing fear. You're definitely finding the truth about a lot of situations, and it's through you walking away from it. Okay, so somebody definitely could be getting downloads. You definitely could be getting some messages in your dreams. It's definitely helping you to get out of that feeling that you are in a crossroads where you're contemplating the next steps and you're not really sure what the right thing is to do. Now you know what the right thing is to do. You know that you are on the right path. Okay, you're more sure of yourself. Okay, I definitely could be talking to a Capricorn. Okay, or there could be definitely someone that is in a weird type of energy. Somebody could be around you and it's like they're struggling with addictions, but they're kind of like keeping it a secret, but it's like kind of obvious. Okay, yeah, with this chariot card, I could be talking to a Cancer, but you have a lot of willpower and control. And that is something that has a lot of individuals being like envious about you because you have this self control and they don't realize that it's literally the divine guiding you. Somebody's asking, like, how did you do this? How did you do that? It's because of the Most High. Okay, you are on a new beginning. You're definitely moving in the right direction. Okay, you're definitely being more spontaneous as to where you're not being reckless in your spontaneity, right? You're definitely thinking before you're doing things, and it's putting you in the right energy to receive this abundance. Okay, this card represents you recovering from financial loss. Okay, you could have had some losses that you took, right? But you're realizing that that was a lesson that you needed to learn. Okay, and now you're ready for this abundance to come in. Okay, anything else? Yeah, with this Knight of Cups, definitely expect someone to give you some invitations to come somewhere. Okay, like somebody wants to invite you out somewhere. It could possibly be romantic, but I'm gonna clarify. So we got the World card and the Knight of Swords. So you're definitely going to get some type of invitation to go out somewhere, right? And with this invitation that you are getting, it's going to cause you to feel very whole and complete to where you'll be getting a lot of compliments, okay? And then also, it's going to be a big change in your life because it's going to give you a new perspective when it comes to people as a whole, okay? I'm definitely talking to somebody that dealt with a lot of toxic like type of situations. It could have been a toxic family dynamic. You're definitely going to be experiencing things with other people that will restore your faith in humanity. Okay, yeah, because you had issues with individuals like abusing your generosity, right? You gave a lot. You're a giver because you're not selfish, and you're realizing that sometimes there is a such thing as healthy selfishness, as to where you're not giving away your energy or giving away your money just because someone is asking for it. Okay, I'm I'm picking up an energy of someone that they just ask a lot. Like they always want something. They always want something. They always need something. And you like, you know what? I'm good. Like you just keep asking and asking and asking, and then it's coming off as someone that's kind of like they're not even, yeah, they're under judgment. Like they don't show gratitude for the things that you did for them. So you started to keep your stuff to yourself, and it started to make you feel better. Okay, whoever it is definitely could be an energy vampire, or they could simply just be a leech. But you walked away from it, so that's really good. Yeah, there's definitely someone in your energy that is wanting to be forgiven for something. What is the Holy Spirit? Yeah, so somebody was trying to manifest something in your life, and what's crazy is that they tried to manifest something negative in your life, and actually it made your blessings come in even faster. So pretty much all negative energy that is sent your way is being transmuted into a lot of peace, and that's leading a lot of individuals to feel heartbroken at this time. And it's because you're transforming faster and faster. So it's like the more negative attacks these individuals are sending your way, it's actually causing you to be more blessed because you don't deserve it. Somebody is attacking a divine being, and they're going through towers because they really don't see the error in their ways. They think that they're justified in doing the things that they're doing, and that's why they are currently going through hell. Meanwhile, your wishes are coming true. Okay, you definitely have a lot of abundance coming your way, and it's coming in the form of material success. Okay, so keep yourself in this energy of receiving. Okay, because there's definitely a lot of individuals that lied. There was a lot of trickery. These individuals could have been participating in some type of criminal activity, or someone was like planning to do something to you that was like against the law, and they definitely feel dumb because you're still in harmony. They can't attack you in the ways that they probably were able to do in the past, and it's because you're standing in your divinity. All right. So make sure that you're remaining defensive about this transition that you are going to in your life. Okay. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Okay. If there's individuals that's trying to test your patience, they're trying to play with your emotions because you're clocking it. Make sure that you are separating yourself from these individuals. Okay. There's no more giving individuals benefit of the doubt. Okay. Because they are benefiting off of that doubt of you doubting your intuition. No longer doing that. You're following your intuition. Okay. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, because someone wants to have conflicts and stuff with you. It's definitely not working. Someone's definitely talking a lot. They might be trying to spread rumors and gossip, but they're kind of like looking stupid because they're people are like, "Where are you getting this from?" They pulling it out their ass. Yeah, somebody is like, they have a lot of chaos going on, and it's like they're egging it on. They're not helping. They're not trying to help themselves. They're not focused on their healing. Okay, so if this is resonating for you, and if it's an individual that you are around, definitely keep your distance from them, okay? Because you have a lot of celebration and enjoyment coming your way, and you don't want your blessings to be blocked being around someone that is going to try to block that, right? If you're going somewhere and then they start issues, start drama. Like I'm seeing like somebody trying to cause like unnecessary drama. So definitely separate yourself from those individuals that can't really control themselves, okay? Because you have made a lot of emotional developments in this emotional awakening that you have gone through. So it's like you are ready for your cup to overflow, okay? You definitely are very compassionate, and then you also have like a lot of creativity. Like your creativity is definitely being sparked as to where you're realizing that you are an authority figure. Okay. This is big boss energy coming out here. Okay. If you have some business ideas that you want to go out and do, definitely go out and do it. Okay. When you go out and accomplish these things that you're passionate about, they're not going to fail. Okay. Maybe if you're nervous about starting a business and you're like, I'm scared. Like, what if I don't get customers? Ain't no what if you don't. What if you do? Okay. Shift that mindset. Okay. What if you do? What if it does work out? Okay. Because you are in a space of peace. Okay. You're in a space of resting and relaxing. And if that's not something that's resonating for you right now, you are ushering in to that type of energy. Okay. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you have gained a lot of maturity, okay? Because you are also feeling very self-sufficient as to where your emotions are not dependent upon another individual and like how they're treating you. Like things are not affecting you as much emotionally as they have in the past, okay? Yeah, with this King of Pentacles energy, you're definitely abundant. You are walking into this abundance, okay? And it's going to be like a solid foundation. That's what you're building at this time. Someone's definitely viewing you as a solid investment. And then there's also someone that is they're feeling very like sensual about you. Okay. Yeah, this individual felt like they feel like they lost like an opportunity with you, and they're kind of contemplating reaching out to you. Yeah, with this page of wands, somebody is definitely feeling inspired to reach out to you. Okay. What's the energy, Holy Spirit? Oh, that was confirmation. Yeah, with this King of Cups energy, that's their energy. Okay, so somebody's definitely kind and compassionate. They're focused on their healing at this time, and somebody wants to reach out to you about some type of creative endeavor. Like somebody probably wants to like, ooh, King of Wands. This individual wants to protect you. Okay, and they also want to reach out to you. This is giving divine masculine energy. This individual is very like inspired. You're inspiring them as well, and they want to like help inspire you and also give you even more balance with the things that you're doing. Okay. So make sure that you're managing your time well. Okay. You definitely expect a lot of invites. Okay, you're going to get a lot of invitations, but definitely when you get these invitations, consult with the Most High. Okay, to make sure that you are taking the right step and you're not walking into a situation that's going to throw you off course, right? Yeah, but somebody's definitely wanting to give you a two of cups. They want some type of relationship with you or partnership with you. Okay, what about the two of cups, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So you are definitely close to success, and this individual feels that you're close to success. Somebody sees how persistent you are and how you definitely are standing your ground against these individuals that are chitter chattering. Okay. You definitely have some people in your energy that they can't keep your name out their mouth. With this high priestess, your intuition is definitely telling you that, or you feeling it like, who talking shit? Yeah, but with this Hierophant card, you're coming out as a leader, okay? Somebody really trying to play on your energy. But listen here, the High Priestess and the Hierophant, they came out right after one another. These are divine connections, divine unions, okay? So your divine partner is definitely going to be just as intuitive as you are, okay? I'm talking to somebody that has been in relationships as to where you were the breadwinner, or you were like, and it's not to sound no type of way, but you were smarter than them. You know, you had more drive than them. You have more, way more than them, but you're definitely a nurturer and a healer, but you are attracting a lot of these like broken souls, and you are trying to heal these broken souls, and you realize, let me focus on healing myself. All right. You started to focus on you. So that's really good. Okay. Yeah. If somebody also feels responsible for why you walked away from them, like why you let them go. Hi, Lucas, get out of here. Either way, somebody's feeling very like regretful for the reason why you walked away. They are not feeling burdened because they are under divine judgment. So somebody's definitely, hopefully, they go towards healing, right? Yeah, they're kind of in a victim mentality, right? Because they now feel trapped in a situation that they're in. And it's mainly because, like, they were trying to control you in some type of way. Okay. Somebody tried to control you either through money, they tried to control your emotions in some type of way. And you realize, hell no, let me get away from you because you bugging, like, literally. Anything else they need to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, it also could be some type of family situation, okay? But you definitely, you have a lot coming in, okay? You definitely have a lot coming in because you're building generational wealth at this time. You have broken a generational curse. So I don't know if you realize that, but you have, okay? So maybe this is like the first time you have been realizing that you did break a generational curse, okay? Ooh, we got Queen of Wands and the Sun. You are walking into this happiness, okay? So make sure that you're remaining confident within yourself, making sure you're looking yourself in the mirror saying, I am beautiful, okay? Because that is going to help you find your direction. Okay. Really standing in that confidence. And every day you should be finding out something new that you love about yourself. Okay. You're no longer being so hard on yourself. All right. Don't be hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. And with this temperance card, this is mainly what I was saying. You're pouring into yourself, and that's going to also help to keep you emotionally balanced as you're pouring into yourself. Okay. Make sure that with these connections in your life, it is good that you're pouring into others, but make sure they're also pouring into you. Okay. Because if you're constantly pouring into somebody and they're not pouring back into you, they're just taking. Okay. Don't let nobody just take from you and not give nothing back. All right. With this Queen of Cups, you're definitely compassionate, okay? But when it comes to empathy, you do not give away your energy to individuals that are not going to appreciate it, okay? Anything else they need to know, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you are very strong, okay? Somebody tried to break your spirit and it didn't work, okay? Somebody overcame a really big obstacle, all right? And you're able now to remain focused. Like you're not able to be easily persuaded, okay? Somebody was dealing with somebody that was always trying to persuade them. Like they thought they was a smooth talker or whatever, and now they're feeling a lot of sorrow because you walked away from them. This individual is dealing with a lot of relationship problems, so a lot of the shit they tried to do to you, that's what they're now going through, okay? Somebody is being encouraged to do work on something, okay? There's some type of talent that you have, some type of business endeavor that you want to go out for, but you're letting fear hold you back. Definitely do it, okay? The Most High is giving you signs every day to go towards your passions, okay? That is going to be the avenue that your abundance is going to come in through. So definitely go towards it, okay? You can't pray for abundance and then just wait for it to fall on your doorstep. It don't work like that, boo. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, there's somebody in your energy that feels like a failure. They're very disappointed. And it's because they feel like they haven't achieved anything, and somebody sees that you are achieving things, okay? Even if that's something you're not noticing in yourself, okay? That's why I always stress doing self love affirmations so you can actually see and realize all the growth that you have made, okay? You have made a lot of growth, you have made it through a lot. And somebody's also experiencing a fall from grace. They're feeling very unproductive. This individual is not used to really being in that energy. This is given the energy of somebody that felt like they were shitting on you. They feel crazy because they don't know what's gonna happen. They don't know whether they coming or going. And that's their karma, like literally. And the karma is also to watch you like rise. And this individual is just focused on the negative, and you're focused on love. You're focused on loving yourself. Somebody's definitely focused on love and partnerships, having a lot of unity, and then also individuals that are sharing the same like value as you. I'm sorry if it was shaking. I have my foot on the mouth. But yeah, you are definitely attracting a connection. Somebody is in your energy and they feel like you guys are made for each other. Okay. For Holy Spirit. Yeah. And they're like somebody's being very passive though, but they're like kind of restless. They want to come towards you. So this individual definitely hasn't come towards you, but they definitely see how consistent that you are, and they want to come out and like talk to you, okay? And they're feeling very determined, but they're still kind of nervous because they're kind of scared that you're gonna turn them down, okay? Because your boundaries is up. Okay, you definitely have your boundaries up, and somebody is nervous because they don't want to be turned down. But hey, look, stand on big business, all right? Because divine masculine ain't gonna be scared to step to divine feminine. You feel me? So keep working on your self love, okay? Yeah, with this Phoenix of Swords, you definitely independent and supportive. You stick up for yourself. You don't you don't go with the status quo. You definitely move in on your own time. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna attract a partner that is just like that. Okay. So definitely don't feel down on yourself if there are individuals that are intimidated by you. That just means you're too much for them, boo. You're gonna find somebody that is just right for you. You don't want somebody that's sweet. You don't want somebody that's scared of you. You don't want somebody that, oh, they just get scared and they end up being a yes man, because those are the ones, oh, those are the ones they try to like break your confidence down because they know that you are, a level above them. Okay. So definitely do not lower your standards when it comes to anybody. Okay. An individual that is meant to stand up to your standards and surpass your standards, that is the individual that is meant for you. That is why it's called a divine union. They're going to be serious about you and they're not going to play about you. I ain't talking. All right. Teamwork, collaboration. These individuals are going to want to work with you because they also want to grow and learn with you while you're growing and learning by yourself. They're not going to try to hold you back because they see how much potential you have and they know that they don't have that same potential. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have a lot of long-term success coming your way. And these relationships that are coming your way, they are definitely going to lead to a lot of long-term success. Okay. And when I'm mentioning relationships, it's not just divine partnerships with romance, it's also friendships as well, because that is important to build a community, a soul tribe. Okay. But yeah, you're doing a lot of hard work, and then you're also practicing patience as well. And that's keeping you in the right energy because you have a lot of goals. You're continuing to set goals. You're not meeting a goal and then falling off, meeting a goal, falling off. Like you just keep pushing and keep moving. And that's really good. And make sure that you are prioritizing your rest, okay? Because there's a lot of healing in this rest that you're taking for yourself, okay? You are very elegant, abundant. Make sure that you are nurturing yourself. Treat yourself how you want your divine partner to treat you, okay? That's what calls it in. All right. But yeah, you definitely have some communication coming in from someone, okay? They're going to provide a fresh perspective on something and it's going to be faded, okay? So it's definitely going to be, it's not like this individual is going to be mirroring you, but you're going to have like a lot in common, okay? Yeah, and you guys could be celebrating together, or once again, like this could be the individual that wants to invite you to go somewhere and it's going to go really well. You're going to meet a lot of good people, okay? And it could possibly be members of your soul tribe. So definitely look out for that. Okay. So I'm gonna shuffle up and then I'm gonna pull some hidden truth oracles. So and dark confessions. We're gonna see some confessions about whoever it is in your energy because there's definitely someone in your energy that's definitely feeling some type of way. They're feeling very sad, but the energy is kind of odd. So I'm gonna delve more into it because I feel that somebody is gonna be contacted by somebody from their past. I just want y'all to be ahead of the curve, okay? Because whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely forgiving, okay? But we need to make sure that you're not just putting yourself in a worse situation. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. What I say. I hope that you can forgive me one day. And what's insane is that you have forgiven them, you're just not fucking with them like that. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Somebody in your energy is they have like a victim mentality. Yeah, with this root chakra affirmation, with every breath, I release the anxiety and fear within me. Okay. I'm talking to somebody that's probably like celibate at this time. And also, another thing to help to raise your chi. And I know, when you're celibate, sometimes you do self pleasure. Take a break from the self pleasure, okay? Because that's going to make it harder for you to be pleasured when you do have this divine union. And you don't want that, okay? So take a break on it. Somebody been doing it too much. All right. And that's going to help to strengthen up your root chakra as well, okay? Any more hidden confessions, Holy Spirit, about whoever that person is? Yeah, you came closer than anyone. So somebody is realizing that you were very important. Okay, you were an important person in their life. You were the only person that actually genuinely cared about them, and they chose to do you wrong. Okay, and now they're in despair. Look, I know I messed everything up. My life is not together as it seems. Like somebody is trying to keep up with the Joneses, okay, and that kind of messed up you guys' connections because I'm talking to somebody that's really not. You're not superficial, and this person was like they were kind of materialistic. It's like they equated their worth to like how much money they had, and they didn't realize that you love them regardless if they had it or not. And they chose to play in your face, and now they're realizing that all the individuals around them are like just as fake as they are. They're just as materialistic as they are, and it's crazy because they're trying to keep up. Like I'm seeing the energy of someone that they probably wear name. This is just an example. They probably wear like name brands all the time, but it's like that's literally all they can afford is food and clothes, and it's like, damn, like you're not thinking about your future. You're just worried about how people are viewing you. That's the type of person this is. Any messages, Holy Spirit, regarding the situation? Who's about to reach out? Yeah, so somebody wants to take pure action towards you, okay? They view you as a very grounded energy. They know that you're giving, you're very generous, but they are definitely they're hesitant about coming towards you. They're feeling excluded at this time, okay? But you are definitely you have a lot of of your horizons expanded, and through your horizons expanding, the truth is coming out, and the Most High is definitely guiding you in the right direction. Definitely expect feedback. Somebody's going to try to reach out to you, or you may like randomly run into somebody at a store or something. But what about this, Holy Spirit? Yeah, this individual is stagnant, okay? And it's like they want you to heal them. They want you to provide healing. Pretty much this individual has a victim mentality. Like I said, they want you to keep pouring into them, but they're not going to reciprocate that energy. Somebody just wants to use you for your energy. Okay. There's also a feminine energy. She's coming off as if she is this divine being, but she's actually not. It's an illusion. So definitely when it comes to not really knowing, especially if it's a new person you're meeting, if it's an illusion, ask them like what their goals are. That can tell you all all it is, especially even if you ask somebody, what do you like to do for fun? That can also tell you a lot about a person and what their morals and values are as well. Okay. You have a lot of perseverance. This individual doesn't. Like somebody's not focused at all. Like literally, they're coming up as karmic as hell. Like somebody definitely is not a good investment. Okay. What else, Holy Spirit? They don't have a lot of harmony, but you have a lot of emotional stability. So you're definitely ahead of the curve. You're literally like 10 steps ahead of this individual because of all the work that you have been doing. Okay. So that's definitely a good thing. You're coming up as a star. Okay. So remain hopeful for the things to come in for you because that's going to help make your desires a reality. Okay. You have a lot coming in. What else is coming in? Oh, I didn't even get it out. Okay, I said what else is coming in? Breakthrough. Okay, this is the Ace of Swords. Okay, you definitely having a breakthrough, and this breakthrough is going to lead to you to be even more optimistic about your life. For you to really stand in that authentic power, for you to really do everything that you want to do. Because I'm talking to somebody like you doing a lot with a little. All right, and soon you about to have a lot, so you could do a lot. Right, so definitely keep moving in the right direction. Okay, listen. Keep standing your ground. Okay. People are going to try to test you because they don't want to see you rise, but you are. You're not gonna rise. You are rising. All right. So keep your eyes on the prize. Okay. Because somebody's definitely they trying to block something for you. So make this necessary ending if that is something that you need to make. If it's something that you are, I don't know if I should cut them off. I'll feel bad. Ain't no feeling bad because they ain't feel bad when they was doing all that fake ass shit. Listen, mentally blocked. Like somebody wanted you to be blocked in some type of way. But yeah. Yeah, you have had a very big spiritual awakening, okay? And then someone is also you're learning how to express yourself in a healthy way, right? You're learning not to you're learning how to move with love. You know, you're learning how to set a boundary with love, right? You're learning how to be more kind when it comes to setting these boundaries, even if somebody getting on your nerves, okay? And that is a really good thing to learn because when you have these romantic connections, it's not nothing's perfect, you know, and you might have disagreements with your divine partner, but you're going to be moving in love. Okay, you are being prepared for this divine union. Okay, so make sure that you're always moving with love. Okay, because you are really going to enjoy this journey that you're about to step on when it comes to this romantic connection coming in for you. Okay, yeah, you got to be confident within yourself. Okay, be confident within yourself. Okay. So somebody did a lot of hard work in order to avoid divine judgment. And now they're being faced with the bullshit that they did. And somebody might try to reach out to you. Yeah. Because this is how somebody views you. They view you as a star. They see you stepping out of your comfort zone. They also see a lot of harmony within you. And you also provide a lot of harmony for someone. I'm talking to someone that definitely you make your house a home. You make any house a home. Every room you step in, it's like your energy is felt. And when you leave that room, your energy is still felt. Keep standing in that power, okay? And don't let nobody play with you. Like, period, point blank. Don't let nobody play with you. Yeah, because you are certain that you're going to be successful. You are certain that you're going to be happy. And you working on your inner child is definitely helping to solidify your spot. Okay. But yeah, this is you as well. You talk to the Most High a lot. You're definitely God fearing, and you have a relationship with God, and that's really good. And that is why you are worthy of this victory. Okay. And you also have something coming in super fast. Okay. Talk about his father's source. Yeah, somebody's gonna try to come. Well, it's not even that they're trying to come. Somebody tried to cause a conflict in the background. This is probably something that you are not really aware of, or you felt it. Either way, Four Pentacles came out on the side, so this individual is regretting the shit that they said about you, pretty much. Ooh, with this Lovers card, it definitely could be a Gemini that was talking a whole bunch of shit. Clarify. Hot people's in reverse. So this bitch I'm sorry. Somebody tried to send spell work to you. Somebody probably went to like a high priestess or something to try to put some negative energy on you. And this high priestess matters how because they're feeling exhausted. Like they're realizing like, what the hell who did you have me talk to? And this individual kept doing it. They did it more than once, okay? But it's like every time they attacked you, it's like you rose higher and higher and higher. That's your justice. All right. Because you are living in your authentic power. You're not putting on a show for nobody or nothing. Like, and somebody's really learning the cause and effects of the shit that they're doing. And some, like this high priestess, like somebody tried to pay somebody to do negative spell work on you and they're being attacked. And this high priestess is mad as hell at that person that paid them because they're like, why the fuck would you have me do that? Da, da, da. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, someone from your past. And I'm also getting family. This could be like some type of hater ass family member. Like this individual, like when you were probably around them or would be around them, you just always felt some type of energy. Like, bitch, you got weird energy, but you was like, you my family. So like I'ma chill on you. Like I'm not gonna go in on you. Like I'll go in on a stranger for real. But things happened and you naturally like stayed away from them, or you could have moved away from them or whatever. But yeah, like you definitely moved on. Like somebody was jealous of the energy that you have. Like you see how he's walking. Like you definitely are an individual. Like I'm not hearing like you're happy go lucky, but you're just a person that really you walk with your head high. You know, even if you're going through something, you always walk with your head high. Keep doing that. All right. Because somebody is a hater. Fucking hater, bro. Somebody wanted you to be alone, and this motherfucker is deemed to be alone. Nobody wants to be around them. And then they have the audacity to be arrogant. Like, what are you talking about? But people are seeing that this individual is a pessimist because you walked away and let it go. Somebody also could have had a family member or somebody that tried to test their patience in some type of way. I'm hearing like you could have had some type of like event or been around a whole bunch of people and somebody really tried to play in your face and you like walked away. You was like, you know what, I ain't even about to entertain you for real. And that's what really sparked that change with like individuals who are like, wow, like you really have changed. Yeah, somebody was trying to manifest some type of tower moment, like they were trying to test you, bro. They were trying to test you because they were so sure that you were going to react in a certain type of way. And what did you do? You were emotionally mature because you're confident within yourself and you're realizing, like, hey, you ain't about to do nothing. You ain't about to do nothing. Oh, this is making me think about my 30th birthday. Oh my gosh, my cousin, she was trying to act like, I don't know why she was so mad, but it's like we were all like, I went out with a bunch of my cousins, right? And we were all drinking, like, it was a really good time, and my cousin, like, she was just real salty, and she tried to come at me crazy, like, she was trying to fight me and all of that. I'm like, "Bro, what? Like, if you're gonna try to fight me, swing on me. Like, I'm not about to do the rah-rah, like, swing." And she didn't. Yeah, but you took solitude against whoever this individual was. Look, right behind it was the page of pentacles, okay? You taking this solitude from whoever this was, it's leading to a lot of new opportunities and financial opportunities, okay? Somebody was in the background trying to block you. You had a secret ass hater. You had somebody that was secretly hating, and there was a moment where it's like you had an opportunity to bite back and you didn't, and that is why your seeds are now sprouting. Okay, that's why your seeds are not sprouting. Good evening. Wait, why you say, oh my god? Yeah, like you listen, these cards are just clarifying what I'm saying. I love it. The choices that you're making and that you have made help you to fully stand in your power and realize how beautiful you are, how strong you are, because there is more strength in walking away than it is to just feed that demon that wants you to have that rage. You know, they feed off of the rage, they feed off of the irritation and the anger and all of that. And now you're learning, like, bitch, you not about to like what? I'm not even mad. Like it's just sad that you're so mad. You feel me? Like it's sad that you're so mad. That is so funny. Yeah, and you have a lot of clarity. You have a lot of clarity. Oh yeah, it was crazy. And what's crazy is that she begged me to go there. Like she begged me to come up there for my birthday because I wasn't gonna go. Like insanity. She was a hater. But yeah, somebody was definitely an imposter. They tried to make themselves out to be something that they weren't. And then somebody also like they tried to make you out to be as if you weren't really being in your authentic power. And it actually ended up being the other way around. Like somebody was trying to like embody your energy. And since you're not around them anymore, it's like they don't know how to feel that no more. So now they're being looked at like, oh, what's up with that? Like, yeah, like somebody got outed as a hater. Like I can't lie. Yeah, what I say? Somebody got out there that's like, hey, they messy as hell. And what's crazy is that the only reason why they were collaborating with you, trying to talk to you, is because they wanted what you had. Like you could be a social butterfly. Like you go out with people and it's like you get attention, you know, and it's not like the toxic attention. You know what I'm saying? You actually have people that want to have fun. You know how like I'm not gonna I said back in the day, but shit, it do feel like it. You know, when you would go to the club and people will go to the club and want to dance and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people go to the club and they just want to like some people go to the club and they just want to, oh, let me find somebody to buy me drinks. Like I didn't went out with people like that. Like, oh, let me find a guy to buy me drinks. And it's like, girl, what are you talking about? Like I came to have fun. Yeah, and they're mad. They're mad because you walked away or you took a break from somebody. Okay, you you walked away from anybody that was making you feel away. Period. Period. Like if you're not making me feel like good emotions, like you can go. You said slow down. I'm sorry, I'm channeling, so I'll be talking fast. But yeah, you definitely are moving on from conflicts. And like a big thing about you moving on from these conflicts is you setting these healthy boundaries, you know, standing on these boundaries. And it's like it's being proven. And you're also looking back at past situations and you're realizing like you did make the right decision. You know, you made the right decision to walk away from these individuals. And then you're also learning how to forgive them. You know, you're not bitter when you're looking back at the past. You know, in the past, like you probably could have had feelings like, oh, like you know, you would feel sad. You feel like, damn, like why would they do that and then make you feel some type of way? But now you're looking back, you're like, shit. Like you're really healed, okay? You have healed from a lot that was meant to break you, okay? What I said. What did I say? Okay, you are a leader. You are a leader, like literally. walked away from someone whom I felt they were toxic and they keep coming back. They always gonna keep coming back because they want to see if you still dumb. They want to see if your boundaries are real. All right. So you can either tell them about themselves or just ignore them. All right. Because I have certain people that I blocked, and then I have certain people where I just ignored. Sometimes people turn into stalkers to where you'll block them and they'll call you from fake numbers. So if that's the type of person you have, just snooze they ass. I don't know if you have iPhone, but I feel like on Androids they do the same thing where you can do not disturb a text message. Definitely do that, okay? Or just ignore it. Because I just be ignoring people. Like I keep my read receipts on, so I have certain people that'll text me, and I'll click it like that. I read the message, and you see that I chose not to respond. Or it's some people that I leave on delivered, like that I'm not even about to open your message. Like, just pray to the Most High on how to navigate these situations if you're not sure. But I know it does get frustrating when you have somebody that keeps pestering you and pestering you. That's a modern in spirit. So definitely pray. You can also pray that motherfucker away too. Pray to the Most High to get them away from you if it's really bothering you. Okay, but somebody just wants to see if the more that they bother you, if you'll just give up, and you're not giving up, right? That's not even like an option. Okay. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, I said anything else, Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is telling you that you have completed a toxic cycle and you have a fresh start. All right. You are no longer going through these hard times. You're no longer going to go through tower moments, okay? You might have moments that'll frustrate you. You might have moments that'll irritate you a little bit, but you're done with the storm. All right? The storm is over. Okay? So just embrace this. Embrace this new energy. Embrace this beauty. Embrace this glow because you are glowing. All right? And it's mainly because you have a clear direction on where you're going. You have a clear direction on where you're going and you know how to stand up for yourself without ruining things for yourself, right? You're standing up for yourself, but you're also not racking up bad karma. All right. And that's why I talk about walking away from things because sometimes you set a boundary with someone, but sometimes you go a little bit too hard and that could give you bad karma, but you're no longer doing that because you're thinking, you are thinking about what you're saying before you say it. And that's a good thing for you to do. Yeah. And that's because you have achieved balance. You have achieved a lot of balance, and it's really putting you in the right direction. My bad, y'all. This hat keeps slipping off, but I gotta wear it because somebody been trying to attack my crown chakra. Got me fucked up. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up my cards and then I'm going to pull a few more. Actually, let me know. Would you want me to clarify some oracle cards on what individuals are thinking about you, or do you want me to give you some motivation, or do you want me to tell you what's coming in? Okay, so you can comment, let me know what you want, or I could just do collective energy. Okay, but I have no problem answering some questions. Okay, because I just did two collective readings, so I have no problem answering any questions for anyone. You said motivation? I got you. But you guys are definitely moving in the right direction. You're building your confidence like every day. You're definitely going through a breakthrough. Okay. And realize it. When you are stepping into your divinity, pretty much, there will be individuals that are going to try to test you. Okay. Don't let nobody trick you about your spot because they bitter and they mad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Alrighty. All right. Messages from the angels, Holy Spirit. All right, we got never stop growing, take one step at a time. So definitely when you're moving forward and doing things in your life, you're setting goals, right? Don't try to beat every goal at once. Give yourself time, okay? Yeah, remember that you are amazing, positive thoughts. So somebody definitely needs to focus on building up your confidence at this time, okay? You are very beautiful and radiant, and like it seems as though someone really doesn't see that, right? Yeah, enjoy where you are now, and then be in harmony with yourself, okay? Definitely start to look at yourself more in the mirror and realize how beautiful you are. Because I'm talking to somebody that you are an amazing person. Like maybe sometimes you go out in public and people are staring at you, and in your mind, you're like, why are you looking at me? It's something on my face. And the whole time they staring at you because they like, who is that? Like somebody really, you have people be staring at you because you're so beautiful and you have such a great radiant energy. So think about it like that, okay? Shift that mindset, okay? If you see somebody in the street and they just and they give you a stank look, it's because they mad. They want to look like you, be like you, have that energy, have that walk like you, talk like you, like literally stand in your power, okay? But definitely shift these positive thoughts, okay? If you're having like negative thoughts about things, try to shift it to where you're always looking for the good in something, because there's situations where it's like, damn, I'm frustrated, but like definitely, like, okay, I can give an example. If you are worried about a bill, right? You're worried about a bill coming in, you can use that as an opportunity to thank God for the abundance coming in. All right, because you have a clear direction. You have a direct line to the Most High. Okay, I'm talking to a divine being because you know what's coming in. All right, so don't worry about being able to do something. And I can tell you this because this is something that I have gone through as well. Okay, I had to heavily budget. I get paid once a month. Okay, and I had to be grateful because sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do because emergencies come up. Put it all in the Most High's hands, and He will make a way. He will make a way. And I'm telling you this as a single mother. I have two children, and I have no support. And when I say no support, no support. I've had times when I've had to find like food shelters to like get me food and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, there's a program with my kids' school to where they were giving my kids like a bag of food to bring home sometimes. And I'm grateful that I have budgeted. I'm able to budget a little bit more to get better with this, so I'm not running out of food because I was always running out of food for me. But the times that I didn't have food, I only had enough food to feed my kids, and I didn't have food for myself. I took the positive in it. Like maybe this is the Most High wanting me to fast. Okay, so definitely, you got to shift that mindset, and I know it's hard. Okay, I've been there, bro, and I ain't saying that everything is perfect now because I still be struggling a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what really got me to stop eating meat because it was saving me money. And I'm being real with you, it saved me money. And now I don't even eat meat no more because that should be messing up my stomach. But yeah, definitely like a lot of these lifestyle changes when things happen and you're worried about something, just look at what God is trying to tell you, right? Just look at it. All right, if you go somewhere and somebody tries to start a problem with you out of nowhere, right? Um that's a sign that you have a blessing coming your way due to how you respond to it. All right? And if someone has people that are picking with you, like they're constantly picking with you, pray for them. Pray that they heal. All right. And that's not toxic positivity. You're praying that they heal because y'all know the healing journey not easy. All right. And that's a big thing. And that also brings in a lot of blessings because you're praying for your enemies. Say that in the Bible. All right. And I know it's hard sometimes. Mm. You got the Empress and the Hierophant. So I see somebody being very grounded. Okay, and you're learning how to stand up in this leadership role, okay, and you are attracting someone that is very intuitive. So you're very intuitive, but you're probably not like intuitive to the point where it's like you're doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? You still have intuition, but you're more so focused on healing and growing and things of that nature, right? You are going to have a divine partner that is like super intuitive because you are being sent a protector to help protect you even more spiritually. Okay, I'm definitely talking to someone that is not, you're not comfortable doing like protection spells and things like that. And I get it because I'm the same exact way. That's why I say the best thing that you can do is pray for protection. That is the first thing that I turn to do all the time. Okay. Sometimes I buy incense at the store, but I ain't even gonna hold you. I like to buy incense because it smells good. But I had to like stop buying it because it started to like mess with my sinuses and my kids' sinuses and stuff. But yeah, the best thing that you could do sometimes is to pray. All right. Because you have a lot of emotional stability, but it seems as though it's like there could be a little bit of a mental block when it comes to divine love. So if you want me to delve more in on this divine love, because it keeps coming out, definitely let me know. If you want me to talk about it, because I could definitely give a little bit of motivation to help give you some insights because somebody has been very hurt in the past, but divine love wants to come in, but there's definitely like some type of mental block there, okay? Because you're afraid of someone affecting like your emotional stability moving forward because you had individuals that you really love and they flipped a switch on you, which I completely get. But if you want me to go into that, definitely put a thumbs up. Okay, you say yes? Okay. Holy Spirit, talking about this mental block with this. Yeah, Six of Pentacles came out on the side. So it's about looking within yourself, okay? Because you're definitely a giver, but you have to have yourself in the energy of receiving, okay? That's gonna help you to achieve a lot of balance moving forward because you kind of probably had issues with multitasking. But with this high priestess, like definitely, keep following your intuition, okay? Because you're realizing when to speak and when not to speak, especially when it comes to people trying to test you, right? Oh no, I get it. I feel like I have been in the best places in my life alone. And whenever I got to be around others, it shit just always went to shit. But that's not nothing that's wrong with you. It's them. Like these individuals are leeches, you know? A lot of people that are weak mentally and have a lot of trauma that they haven't dealt with, they attack the people that they love the most. And that's horrible. And half of these people don't even know what love is. Like they think that you're putting on a facade when you're being genuine, but they learn real quick what it is when you walk away. All right. That's why these individuals that have hurt you so much in the past, do not let them come back because they're not focused on healing. Because if they were focused on healing, they would stay away from you because they know why you didn't come back. You get what I'm saying? But also, and that's called setting a boundary. All right. Because you have attracted a lot of individuals that were insecure and very emotionally immature, like just like what I was saying. And they really didn't love themselves. And that is why they ended up attacking you. So that is also another thing with building up that confidence within yourself to know that affirmation, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of the divine love that I embody. You say that to yourself in the mirror, okay? And then also when it comes to you being more comfortable being in that state, that's why I say when you do these self-love affirmations, literally do it in the mirror, booty butt naked. Okay, you have to be able to be free. Okay, I know sometimes people live with people and stuff like that, but go in your bathroom, stand in the bathroom. Give me a moment. What happened, mama? What happened? Is the battery dead? What's the battery on? Okay, you can watch it, that's fine. Thank you. Huh? No. Did Zion finish eating? I need to get in the shower. And you can watch the iPad in your room, Sage. You gotta learn how to chill in your room sometimes. Anything else, Holy Spirit? But yeah, you're manifesting your legacy, and you're manifesting this legacy to come in faster and faster, like this abundance, through you setting boundaries. Okay, Sage. Yeah, take the iPad and you can go in your room. And if you go tell him to get in the shower, or else I gotta come down there and tell him. Okay, well, you could go chill in your room. Here, let me unlock it for you. What time is it? It's 8:06. Y'all got 30 minutes until bed. No. You want me to take the iPad? Then turn it down and sit over there. You can sit on the rug. Go. Alrighty. All right, but yeah, you're heavily manifesting at this time, and that's why it's really good for you to like focus on like positive thoughts, okay? Because that's gonna help you as well. Because you have broken a lot of generational curses, but you're shifting that mindset as to where you're thinking about what could go wrong. You're kind of like um Well, in the military, we say like nuking it. Like you're kind of being a little bit too like you're kind of I'm trying to get the words. It's like you're micromanaging like yourself. Like you're judging yourself a lot. Yeah, like you're judging yourself a lot because you have had times where like you went out to do something and it really didn't work out how you thought it would work out. Okay. You have to release that. Okay. And journal about it. Okay. If it's things that happened to you in the past that you feel like you really can't seem to let go of, or it could be like an intrusive thought, write it down. Okay. That's a good way to cleanse your energy. Okay. Yeah, like instead of like trying to be over prepared for the worst, like start to expect the best. You know, when you say, "Oh, what's the worst that could happen?" But what's the best that could happen? You know, little things like that. All right, because that can also be a form of individuals that are sending out negative energy because it's a lot of monitoring spirits out here and they're like they want you to be imbalanced, okay? And having those mindset shifts, it definitely helps in like a really in a really good way. Okay. Somebody also could be trying to attack your throat chakra. So you really have to like be confident. Okay. Standing in your power and knowing when to speak up for yourself. Okay. Oh yeah. And also a good way to ground your energy, drinking spring water, right? Because it comes from the earth. I try to avoid those waters that are like coming from the factory, like distilled water and shit. Make sure you're finding water from a natural source. I know people like to talk bad about deer park, but it's spring water. Okay, it's spring water. It's actually good for you to drink. Okay, I do like alkaline water, but you have to be mindful about drinking some alkaline waters because it's not from a natural source. Like Dasani is a brand that doesn't come from a natural source. That should be toilet water that is filtered a million times. You get what I'm saying? So go after the natural sources. Oh, yes, it is awesome that you have well water. Like that's why I can't wait to get my house. Hopefully I could have some well water. But yeah, right now you're to be focused on taking pure action towards the things that make you feel the best, right? Wearing the clothes that make you feel the best. That outfit that's in that closet that you like, oh, I'm gonna wait for a special moment. Every moment is a special moment. Okay, that's how you should be treating things. Okay, because I personally had issues with that as well. I'll wait to do things, wait to do things, wait to do things, and it's like it'll end up not happening. Okay, so definitely do the things that make you feel good. It don't matter what it is. Do what makes you feel good. Okay, because your intentions are pure. And if you have people that oh, you think you better than this, that. No, that's because they feel like that. That's not your problem. All right. It is not a crime to love yourself and to show yourself that you love yourself and to walk outside looking your best, feeling your best. You know what I'm saying? So don't dim that is called like dimming your light to make somebody else feel comfortable. You're not doing that no more. You're unapologetically loving yourself. And that's also going to help to weed out these individuals that are not living in their truth. Okay, because there definitely are like secret ass haters out here. This is helping you heal. Okay. Somebody had like a toxic, you had a toxic like person. Yeah, and you let go of them, and that helped you to avoid a tower. And now they're going through a lot of towers, okay? And it was fated for it to work that way. This person is going, they're going through karma, okay? And your karma is this financial abundance coming your way, but you have to have yourself in the energy of receiving and knowing that you are worthy of receiving it. All right? Thank the Most High for the blessings that are coming. All right? And also be grateful about where you are now. All right. The devil came out in reverse. Okay. These spiritual attacks that individuals are trying to send your way, they are all being resolved before they even hit you. That shows your ranking spiritually. Okay. You are protected. Okay. Don't be so worried about being spiritually attacked. Be worried about these blessings coming your way. Okay. Don't focus on the negative. Try to focus on the positive. And I know it gets hard sometimes. Sometimes you do have a bad day, but even on the bad days, right? pray. Those are the days that you pray. Those are the days that you nurture yourself and look at yourself in the mirror. Okay. If you have a day where you don't really feel good, like when I'm PMSing, I'll be feeling crazy. I can't lie. Cause I'll be breaking out and all that. And that's the days that I'll look myself in the mirror and be like, you are beautiful. Flaws and all, because your flaws still make you beautiful. Okay. That mindset shift that will help you a lot. All right. Because you really need to pour into yourself. All right. But yeah, you definitely have a seed that's about to sprout. Okay. And it's going to lead to a new beginning for you. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Because I think my AirPods about to die. We'll see. Let me know if you're not able to hear me. Okay. Because I'm going to have to put my, like, put in the head, not the headphones, the microphone. But yeah, you definitely have a lot of collaborations coming your way. And these individuals that don't have good intentions on collaborating with you, they're definitely having a lot of slowed down progress with that. Like the Most High is blocking all this crap that's being sent your way. So if it's anything that slips through the crack, right? Any past issues come up or any individuals from your past that may come up where you will have to set that hard boundary, that is the Most High, like ushering you to stand in your power and be confident within yourself and be sure about yourself. Okay. These are lessons. And then sometimes these are divine tests. Okay. Because you're very, very nurturing, but you have to learn how to make these endings and set these hard boundaries. Okay. Because when you go into these divine unions, when you're going into these friendships, you're going to have to set boundaries. All right. You got to speak up for yourself and also speak up for what you care about as well. Okay, because yeah, like somebody is not to be trusted, but they're also certain that you have boundaries, right? But somebody wants to test you. Yeah, they want to test you. You qualify, Holy Spirit. Mm. See, and this came out again. This how I know I don't be chatting to y'all, because y'all see me shuffle, well, heard me shuffle. All right, and they came out right after each other. Somebody wants to cause conflicts with you because they're feeling excluded. Like they feel like, they want to be in your energy and they know that you're not really messing with them like that. And they feel like it's temporary that you're walking away from them and they're trying to like come toward you with like a new perspective and saying that they're healing, but they're actually not. And you're going to see that in their eyes. Okay. And that is going to come in right before these divine unions are coming your way. But you have that last test that's coming before. Okay. So don't let nobody catch you up. Please. What I say? We got two of cups, then right after that, we got the sun. Okay. You are the light. Okay. You are beautiful. You are successful and you are manifesting even more success. All right. These necessary endings are leading to your blessings and your fulfillment. But the Most High wants you to show these individuals that you're not the one. You're not the one to be played with. Okay. So even if it comes with cutting someone off, or when it comes with just setting a hard boundary, you're able to have the strength to ignore somebody. You have the self control to not cut that person out, even though you really want to. All right. That is what's going to lead to your forward momentum. Okay, showing that you are balanced emotionally. Okay. Yeah, because somebody's gonna try hard to like cast an illusion, but you already know what type of time they on, bro. Literally, it's all about your choices and decisions, okay? So just going in circles. But it's all about the choices and decisions that you make, okay? You know when to walk away, right? You know when to explain to someone why you're cutting them off because you know someone genuinely does not understand. But then you also know the individual that just wants to hear you talk because that's the only way that they can hear you. That's the only way that they can be around you. Like I said, you are abundant spiritually. So individuals are blessed literally just being in your presence. All right. And sometimes people just try to seal your energy in that way. So that's why you pray for protection. All right. What they need to know in closing, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Four swords came out. So it's definitely solitude. Ooh. Four swords and the hermit. All right. This is about solitude. Okay. Somebody wants to disturb your peace. And it's because you're ambitious, because you have a victory coming. Okay? They can feel that. All right? They can feel that. Hold the messages, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Your breakthrough is gonna have you feeling very celebrated. It's definitely gonna be a really good thing that'll happen for you because you came out of a lot of like chaos where you were around a bunch of individuals that weren't living in their truths. Like you were the only real one. And that is why you felt the way. All right. That is why when everyone was smiling and laughing, you just felt weird, and then now you're in this solitude where you're able to have good times. And now you're walking into a season where you will be celebrating with others and they are you're going to have high vibration celebrations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have a good time and it's going to be high vibrational. Yeah. But yeah, this person keeps popping out. So somebody's really stagnant. Like they're definitely yeah, but right after that, we got Two of Swords. So your intuition is definitely going to give you an idea of the intentions of this individual. And once you set these hard boundaries, or if you already have set this boundary with whoever it was, be work on being at peace with this decision that you made. Okay. Journaling is a great way to cleanse your mind. Okay. It is very healing to journal. And even if you're not a writer, you don't like writing, you could make a video journal in your phone, like do things like that. Get creative with it. All right, because it's also cleansing to paint. If you're feeling away, just draw, randomly draw. Like you can dance, okay? Moving your hips, that helps to clear out a lot of like emotional, stagnant energy. That also helps to cleanse your energy. All right, that's why I say let your intuition guide you. If you have a random moment where you want to dance, dance. If you have a random moment where you want to pray, pray. If you have a random moment where you like, I need to drink some water, that's the most high telling you like that's cleansing. All right. So right now, it's about you being intentional with the things that you're doing. Okay. But you're definitely moving on the right path. Yeah, you're moving on the right path, okay? But you got to forgive yourself for however you used to react to others in the past because that kind of led to a little bit of people pleasing to where you are afraid of being back in that energy, but you're not. That's the past. You have changed, you have gone through a rebirth. You will not go back. Okay? Once your eyes are open, they will not be closed again. Okay? Forgive yourself. That is mainly about for like if you're feeling like you're scared that something will be like something in the past, that means that you haven't made peace with that, right? You haven't forgiven yourself for allowing certain things to happen in the past. You have to forgive yourself. You didn't know. All right. Nobody knows. It happened. You move past it. All right. So definitely somebody definitely needs to journal. You can also, if you're not sure what your thing is, you can look at what you like to do as a child, and that's most likely like your thing, right? Like as a child, I like to read a lot. And that's when most of the times, if I'm having a day where I'm like, yes, I don't really want to do anything, I'll read. I'll just read and it'll help me. All right. Yeah, like that's the best thing to do. And then sometimes like it helps. Like it's a good release. And then it's also being active, getting your heart pumping. That's cleansing your energy. All right. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. This closing message. All right. You standing your ground, sticking up for yourself, standing in your divinity, walking with your head up high, even if you don't feel too great. That's leading to your blessings and the wish fulfillment. All right. And you standing in your confidence is letting the world know and the most high know that you know you are the blessing. All right. You are the wish fulfillment. All right. Individuals feel lucky to have you around. All right. And that's what leads to individuals being envious and doing things to you that they know is wrong. Okay. But you need to realize that there's nothing wrong with you. We all have flaws, right? The last perfect one was hung on a cross. Okay. So people try to hang you on the cross emotionally, you ain't going for that no more. All right. So if you have a down moment, just remember that you are divine and you have a direct line to God. Okay. So always pray, always talk to God. All right. You don't always have to be on your knees at the edge of the bed to pray. Yes, that's cool, but you could pray anytime. God is always here. Okay. And you nurturing yourself and loving yourself is also a prayer to the divine because you are worshiping yourself because God is within you. So you're worshiping God by loving yourself, upholding your morals and your values, right? Because you're realizing that you are important and you're worthy of the divine love that is coming your way. All right. So make sure that you're spending time in the mirror, looking at yourself and just seeing how beautiful you are, just the way you are. All right. Because you're unique. You are uniquely beautiful, just the way you are. All right. And you're going to keep improving. All right. So definitely, if you didn't like, please like. All right. And I hope you guys have a good night. Continue to live and love and